Hi everyone, Marianne Cowan here from Pinery Paper Crafts. It's Friday, and that means Fun Fold Friday. And not only is it Fun Fold Friday, but we're also working with the beautiful Butterfly Brilliance set from Stampin' Up. It's a new release. Demonstrators were able to order it last month to play with. That's a perk of being a demonstrator. There's lots of perks, but that's one of them. You get to order products early. So our new catalog is coming out in May to customers. So as a demonstrator, you'll be able to order it in April. Certain products, because it's a big catalog. So this is what we're playing with today. Hopefully successfully. And just a note on my upcoming classes. Spring Stamp Camp, always popular. April 10th, 2021. It is a full day of stamping fun. Early bird pricing is done, so it's $80, 14 cards, 3D project, lots of product in your goodie bag. There's door prizes. You always get a PDF tutorial as well as a video tutorial with all my classes. And if you refer a friend who has never attended a class with me, you will also receive a free embellishment. My other classes I have coming up, Dragonfly Garden is the 13th, so you'd have to register right away for that. Masculine cards on the 27th. And I tucked in there Springtime Joy class because I realized Spring Stamp Camp is after Easter and you might need some Easter things. So for that class, there are two ordering options, well, three. If you're on my team, you will always get my classes at a discount. But for this class, you will be receiving the Springtime Joy stamp set because you need that to make the cards. And also this 3-pack of ribbon, nice springy colors. And then you will make 3 cards and matching treat holders. This is one of them. That's option 1, and option 2, you make 6 cards and 6 treat holders, so it's a different price point. All the information can be found on my blog, mariannecowan.com. All right, let's just get this out of the way. Hello, everyone. Hello, Phyllis and Barb and Monique. Hey, Judith. It is a beautiful, well, it's sunny in here because I had to close the blind. Hey, Phyllis. Now, I'm hoping I will be successful with these cards. Oh my gosh, they're a little trickier, so we're only making 2 today. I was adding Wink of Stella to all the butterflies. Did I do this one? Yeah. Oh dear, I'm choking already. So, 2 cards, fun folds. Oh, that goes with that one. That one has a lot of pieces. The first card is cased from Dawn's Stamping Thoughts. I think it's Dawn Griffith is her name. She does lots of fun folds. And she advertises this one as easy, so we'll let you know. I do need to grab one thing. All right, so we have basic white, and it started out, this was a really cool idea the way she did this. So it was 8.5 by 9, and then scored at 3 and 6. And I'm looking at it because she said, oh, it fits in a regular envelope, and I'm looking at the size of it thinking, I don't think that's gonna fit in a regular envelope. But then she turns it sideways and cuts off, or cuts it at 5.5. So that's our card base, and this piece is the other folded piece that we're going to need. So then it made more sense. So we have that piece, and we have this piece. And we've made similar cards before, but this one is a little different, just a little bit different. And I thought it was pretty, and it'll showcase our beautiful paper. So we have our 2 pieces. We fold them, so this is going to fold out like this, and this is going here but it's going to hang over the edge a little bit. Okay, so now we have our DSP. So these ones are 2 3/4 by 5 1/4, and you need 3 of them. So you can put them however you want. No, I'm going to put them all like this because my little front pieces, I'm going to use the reverse side. So let's go ahead and put this on. This is the easy part. Hi, Diane. And this paper doesn't really have a upside and downside, but oopsie. All right, it's going on crooked. There we go. So I am totally in love with this paper. I just ordered a bunch more packs because the stamp set and dies are our early release from the new catalog. The paper, this one and the wood grain, is not going to be in the new catalog, and it's while supplies last. So if you're thinking of getting this paper, I would say do it sooner than later. So I'm pretty sure it's been pretty popular. All right, so that's the first part of our card. Easy. Now this piece is going to go like this. Okay, so now I need to take my other little pieces, which are 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. So I'm using the other side of the paper, and you could play around with this and do it however you like. I'm just going to do it like this to keep it simple. This one actually is fairly easy. The next one I've seen done before. I've seen it lots, but it was a little trickier than I thought, but maybe just because of all the fancy ways the person had done the DSP, the designer series paper. So pretty. Now the other thing we have are these little squares, and they are from the I put it away. The stitched shape dies, I think that's what it's called. And it's the second largest of the squares. So we're going to put one in the middle of each. So the greetings that I selected are from, I had it here, the Harvest one. Country Home. Ugh. Country Home. So I used so grateful for someone like you in my life, and you are the happy to my day. I just thought those were really pretty. So it's going to go like this. So let's go ahead. I'm just putting these flat because they're actually, this one I could have popped up, but I won't because I just put glue on it. Because this one is actually on the front of the card. These ones are inside the card, so I probably want to keep them fairly flat. I just love the little those stitched shapes. I use those all the time. Those ones and Stitched So Sweetly are my go-tos. All right, that looks good. Now, I was thinking of putting this butterfly right here in the middle. And then I have some little ones that we'll add here and here. So I am going to do a little folding for this little guy, but I know he's going to squish. So Shannon's little trick is fold it this way and then fold it down. I like that. This DSP is amazing. And I am going to pop him up with, I'm just cutting a little strip off the edge of my dimensionals, and I every time cut it too long. Close. So the girl who did this, her website is called Dawn's Stamping Thoughts. So if you like 3D, She's got a lot of really cute ones. She did a cute butterfly one yesterday as well, but it looked a little more complicated, so I just stuck with this one. Actually, I really like this one. So a little butterfly there, and another one here. They already have Wink of Stella on them. All right, so that's that part. Now, I do have vellum. That's for this one. That's for the front. I don't think well, that's not even the right one. I might use these on the front as well. That one is that one. This one is a smaller one. Maybe it's my other card. Okay, so to put this together, the reason I went and grabbed an envelope is I want to make sure that this is not too wide, that it's going to fit in my envelope. So I have my envelope. It's pretty, eh, Teresa? And it's really easy to make. I'm not lying. So let's go. So I think about there is nice. I am going to use Stamp and Seal, I think, for this. So I'm looking to see, it's a little more than half. So I'm just going to hold it and put a couple of strips down here. Don't want to go too far. Now I do want to make sure this is straight. It's hard for me to tell by the angle I'm looking. It does look a bit crooked. Oh, I didn't want that one there actually. I have a bigger one for the front. Oh well, we might just do it right over top. I'm going to see if I can take that off. Okay, I might have a different plan. All right, so there's the front. And you can see how it's going to open up. So then you just turn it over. And then you can see exactly where you need to put your Stamp and Seal. Oopsie. So just hold it nice and flat and then fold it over. Isn't that beautiful? And look when it stands up. Well, here, when it stands up, it's just so pretty. Oh my gosh, I love it. But I did want to have a bigger butterfly on the front. Okay, I'm doing some surgery. I know it wrecked a little bit, but you're not going to notice because I think it's easier to put the glue on the butterfly. This will cover up that little mess I just made. Yeah, it's pretty, eh? Good, I can't wait till you post it. All right, so that's gonna go right there. And it's perfect size, so it's still inside the card and it's not covering my sentiment. That was actually just lucky. And I will use this one again. Maybe down here. And then I can pop it up. All right, I'm gonna pop this up with my little strips. My dimensional sheets are so cut up now. It's crazy. Now this one's a bit bigger. Actually, you know what? For this one, I might use mini dimensionals. I think they will be a good size for the back of this one. And the sample that she did, that Dawn did, that I watched when she made it, she used the hydrangea paper, and it was glorious. It was so pretty. All right, so we want to make sure that we're inside the card, not over top of the greeting. Now, where's that other little one? Okay, a little glue dot. No, a little dimensional. All right. Now for your greeting, you can just write on the back. It's so pretty. There are other little butterflies you could add, but you don't want to have too many because you already have the butterflies all over the paper. And last night at our team meeting, it was Shannon that came up with the idea of just putting a butterfly right in the middle of a card that we were making. So then you can add your sentiment later. But this is a very generic card right now, so I think that's good. All right, I love it. I hadn't made it. I just had all the pieces ready, so, you know, sometimes it's good and sometimes it's a fail. But it's just paper, so you just cut some more. Okay, next card. I'm going to put this on the back so I remember A, the measurements, and B, whose idea it was. So this next card is from someone named, or her website or YouTube, Jan B Cards. She's from the UK, I want to say. It was a little more complicated, I'm not going to lie. I did have to watch her video a few times. So, and I don't have all the measurements because they weren't making, she had measurements for the UK, and then she had metric, and then she had North America, so it was getting a little confusing. So I was just measuring my pieces. Anyways, it's a regular card base, 8.5 by 4.5, no, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. So that's just a regular coastal cabana. Then I have Bermuda Bay, and it is 8 1/4 by 5 1/4. So just a quarter size smaller. And I'll show you how to do this in a second. And then we have a bunch of layers and a bunch of butterflies. So let's do this in a minute. Let's get our front done first. So next I have a piece of Whisper White, 4 by 5 1/4. And then just a smidgen smaller is this beautiful piece of butterfly. And I cut it so I didn't have that bright pink. That part of this paper is not my favorite. And I really wanted it to coordinate with Bermuda Bay and Coastal Cabana. So let's go ahead and put this on. Wink of Stella. I put Wink of Stella on everything before I started. So all the butterflies have Wink of Stella. And there's even Wink of Stella on the vellum. No, I did not forget the Wink of Stella. I did it while I was just waiting to come on so that you didn't have to sit here watching me. So I want it to go this way. Just a subtle little piece of white underneath to just pull in a bit of the white in the paper. Now for this one, for the front, I'm pretty sure I'm going to use this one, but we'll do that up later. Inside. So the way she did this is she cut a little piece of white cardstock, 2.5 by 2.5, and then put it, got glue all over me, put it in her paper cutter and just cut corner to corner so I have a little template. So then what you do is you take your template, put it in the corner here, and do a little pencil mark. And then, I'm trying to remember exactly how to do this. Then you take it to your paper cutter again, your scoring one. Put it dot to dot, I'll just show you. So put it in again. So your pencil mark to your pencil mark. Now she used, ooh, don't want to cut that. She used her bone folder and just gave it a good fold. And when you do that, it does go through to the other side. So that was a good little tip. Now, you fold it over, I'm trying to remember, you fold it over, and then fold it over, and then gently push it in and fold it over again. My suggestion would be to make a template of this and just out of yucky paper so that you'll have it. All right, so that's our inside. Now the DSP, the designer series paper, was just cut regular. So whatever this is, 3 3/4 by 5 1/8, I think. So again, I took my template, I put it in the corner of my DSP, and I did 2 little marks here. Went to my paper cutter, did the exact same thing, cut it. Then with this piece, I did cut a 1/4 inch off. If you watch her video, she does it all live, but it was an hour, so I wasn't going to spend an hour. And then your pieces fit like this. I do see a little pencil mark there. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put this on. I did the exact same for the other side, but remembering it has to be mirror image. And I think I could have cut this paper a little bit more. Oh well. Then take your little corners. Now, I've seen other cards that don't have this DSP inside, and that saves you a big step, just saying. But I liked hers, so I thought I'll do it. So for this side, I have the reverse. Obviously, you could do it the same. You could put the butterflies in there. So this card is definitely a little more complicated. The first one is easy peasy. You're gonna have fun, Lisa. They are so fun. And we've made lots of interesting cards this week. So I am trying to line this up, kind of. All right. So then save that for your little template. I wrote 2.5, 2.5 pop-up, so I'll know I have that for my template, which I'm sure I'll lose. But actually, if I do the measurements on the back, I'll just go like that, and then I'll have my little template. Hopefully I'm in camera view. Okay, so now we have these two. I do have a piece of vellum and white. This is for our greeting. Maybe like this. Or you could just put a piece on the back. This one was sitting on my desk, to be honest, so that's why we're using it. I'm just going to center it. I'm not going to pop it up because it's inside the card. And actually there's already quite a bit of weight to this card, because of all the layers and then this folding here. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4 layers, 5, 6 layers of cardstock. Okay, so now's the fun part. So now we're going to put a butterfly here. And a butterfly here. Now you just have to make sure that when you fold it, you're not going to see them. So I think that'll be good. So I'm putting a little bit of glue here. Make sure you don't put it past the fold. Just before I press down, I'm just going to check. Yeah, that works. And I think I like it this way. So before I press, I'm just going to do a check. Yeah, that looks good. This is a good thing to use the white glue because you have a little bit of wiggle room. Now, I did cut out, this was the paper, so I did cut out one of these from a little scrap I had. But I don't know how many butterflies you want to put there. I think that's probably enough. And I'm going to add a little, maybe 2. Maybe I'll add this one down here. And I know on the inside it's mostly Bermuda Bay. That's why I'm adding these little pops of pink. And these all do have Wink of Stella on them already. Now, I do have a vellum. Oh, I think I'm going to add it. I like it. Wasn't sure. Whoopsie. I know, Teresa, isn't it funny? Use the same piece of paper, the same butterflies, because these are all the ones that are cut out. But every card looks so different. Now, one thing I haven't added to any of these cards, and maybe I'll grab them, are the black dots. So I do have to be careful with this because I see as I'm closing it, it'll flatten out though because it is curled up. I think that's okay. Now, to put this inside, you add glue to the bottom piece. I'm adding lots, and hopefully that's a good thing. You put it close to the edge, but you still want to be able to close it. Okay, that looks good. Now, hopefully it's straight. Seems a bit crooked. Okay, so then you just open up this side and put glue on here. So then I'm holding it down and just closing it. Isn't that pretty? Oh my gosh. Like I said though, this one is more complicated than the first one, but still, if I can do it, you can do it. So then I cut out Best Wishes. This die is from Simply Succulents, and the greeting is from Art Gallery. It's got some great greetings that fit into this little die cut, which I really like, because I didn't want to take up a whole bunch of the front because you want to see the butterflies. And Best Wishes is really for anything. So we do want to put a little butterfly down there. And then we can decide, I was thinking of putting the pink one on the front. There is this one as well, but I wanted to pull in some of the pink. So I think I'll do that. Let's go ahead and put this, glue it together so it dries a little bit. I did put Wink of Stella on the vellum and on the butterfly. Oopsie. Maybe that's why it's not sticking as well, because it's got glitter. It'll be fine though. Okay, so let's do this little one. Down here maybe. I'm just going to put it flat. And maybe another one over here. Thanks, Marty. I'm just excited that it turned out. As you know, if you've watched some of my other videos, it's not always as successful on the first attempt. All right, and then we have this one, which I'm going to pop up. And I think I'll use little dimensionals, mini dimensionals. Two seems to be good. And they're all flying different ways. So pretty. So you can add, you can't add too many because, I mean, you could add another little one there, but you wouldn't really even see it. And it does fit. She put on the swallowtail one, which is the biggest one, and it did fit, but just fit. Okay, let's add a bit of bling. And I think I want to put black matte dots here and here. But not on those ones. This card is a little more feminine. I think I'll try, I think I'm going to just try Rhinestone Basic Jewels. Good old rhinestones, because they're nice and tiny, and I think they'll look pretty. Oh, we could put a black one there. Okay, we got that, got that. I could have colored these, but you know what? Sometimes just a basic rhinestone is all you need. And what happened to the black? There we go. Do I have rhinestone? Oh, can't forget these guys. I'm not going to put the big black dots here because that'll make it too thick. It's already 4 layers of cardstock at that one particular point. So those ones will just remain. This is so pretty. All right, rhinestones, basic black. Okay, I'm going to put this on the back. It's only partly complete, but all right. So those are our cards for today. I have extra butterflies flying all over my desk here. So the first one, Dawn's Stampin' Thoughts, and I'm pretty sure it's Dawn Griffith, and she does tons of fun folds. Isn't that pretty? And she said it was pretty simple, and it is pretty simple, especially that trick at the front where you cut the page bigger, do your scoring, and then just chop off this little piece. I thought that was a great tip. That one I really like. But again, make sure that you make it so that it fits in the envelope. So that one's good. And then this one is a pop-up. Pop-up, pop-out, I don't know. And I've seen this actually several times. I've just never actually made one. Even when I had this fold, I thought, how do I get it to pop the other way? But you just gently pop it the other way, and it's pretty easy to do. All right, those are our 2 cards for today. So this is the last day of Butterfly Week, but I can tell you right now, I will be using this set more than just this week. But that was the focus. So let's just review some of the cards that we've made. So these are our 2 for today. Yesterday we did mostly pastels. So we had our butterflies cut from the designer series paper. Whereas the butterflies today, and most of the cards I made this week, I used that one sheet of paper in the pack to cut out all the butterflies. Just looking. Regular envelope for Dawn's. So this one is just one of our regular envelopes. That's why when I first started, I thought this is not going to fit in an envelope because it was 8.5 by 9.5. Anyways, it does. Then the day before, Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, we did this cool technique where you showcase both sides of the paper and remember to save your little edges to use. So I've done this card before. Whenever you have beautiful paper like this. And then we did black and white, but I couldn't help myself and added So Saffron. Because the day before, I started out doing black and white. Yeah, I'll post the measurements. I started doing black and white. That was the black and white one. We made this at our team meeting last night. And then for the next one, I added So Saffron. And then I kind of got on a So Saffron kick. So this one is So Saffron. No Wink of Stella, because I liked it matte. The matte black, the So Saffron, very soft colors. Then the day before we did these 3. So with the hydrangea paper, and that one cut out of the hydrangea paper with the die, the brick wall. Again, I was trying to use all the different types of paper, the big swallowtail. And then this one, someone commented on my YouTube channel that the butterfly should be a bit smaller. And actually, as I look at it, she's probably right. And this one, we doubled the butterfly so you could see it from both sides. So that was cool. This one I did on Sunday, Celebration Sunday, because this was one of the celebration sets. I love So Saffron too. And then a couple of weeks ago for Fun Fold Friday, I used this paper to make these fun folds. I think that's my favorite of the fun folds. There's this one. And this one, which is that Z fold I always do, but then I added this little flap over here and I embossed it with the subtle embossing folder. So that one's pretty as well. And then this is just the regular Z fold. Z, Z, however you pronounce it. All right, so that is a lot of cards. So it's a good thing spring's here. I can send some butterfly cards to people. I'm just trying to get back down to the ones that we did today. Whoopsie. So I will post the measurements for the folds. You will have to go back and look at it to see how to do it. I'll just say that. So there we go. Of the two, I like this one better, but this one definitely is cool as well. Okay. I'm just looking at comments, see if there's any questions. Although I'm not the expert, these are the first ones I've made of either of these designs. I'll post the measurements, might not be like right away, but definitely tonight. Oh, you're welcome. I'm glad you enjoyed them. Okay. All right. Thank you, Marty. I hope everyone else has a wonderful weekend as well. Stay safe, stay warm, and Sunday night I will be here, but celebration is over, so it won't be Celebration Sunday. I'll have to think of something else to do on Sundays, but it'll be something that we're doing. Next week I'm going to do some Easter cards, Easter treat holders, so that if any of it inspires you, you'll have time to order product before Easter. Because Easter's early this year. I want to say like the 3rd or 4th. It's crazy early. So, and I will be using the Springtime Joy and some other sets that I have as well. And there might be a butterfly card in there because really, this would be a beautiful butterfly card. It would actually be really nice with some of the sentiments. Some of these sentiments. May the new life of spring bring you joy. Easter is a lovely reminder of new beginnings and welcome spring. Those would be really cute with the butterflies, actually. I'll have to try that. Okay, I do appreciate it if you like or share my video. If you're watching on YouTube, I invite you to subscribe to my channel. And if you hit the little bell, then you'll be notified when I post a new video. On Facebook, you can also click on notifications, and then it pops up in the corner of your screen when I'm going live. Because on Facebook, it's going live. On YouTube, they are typically my Facebook Lives that I upload to YouTube. All right, enjoy your weekend, and hopefully we'll see some of you Sunday night. Have a great evening, everyone.